Hey everyone, welcome back to Triple Goddess Soapery. I am Angela, and today we are gonna do a little walkthrough of making Sproat Lake Summers. This is a lovely green and white soap with some beautiful biodegradable eco glitter, and it is scented with pineapple and sage. So I will take you through the whole video from beginning to end where we make the soap and right through to the cut. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Alrighty, we're just gonna hop right in here and start making soap. I like to add a little bit of my oils from my batch to my mica. That way I can mix that all up and it's much easier later on to incorporate and I don't have to worry about over blending. I also like to master batch my oils. I will make up batches of 1,000 grams, 2,000 grams, and 5,000 grams, which matches my mold sizes. I also do the same for my lye water. And that way I can do up, 2, 4, 6, 8 different batches of soap, get it all ready to go, and just sit it in the corner. And when I'm ready to make soap, really like making this batch of soap only took about 15-20 minutes because everything had already been done the night before. And I just find it much easier. I also find it a lot more motivating. So when I'm in the mood to batch up oils or batch up lye water, it's all good. And then honestly, it can sit there for days or weeks. And then when I'm ready and I'm in the mood, it's just so simple and quick just to make a loaf of soap. So I'm using deep green mica, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a dark teal color. And the pineapple sage is a delicious smelling fragrance oil. It's a little bit green smelling and you really do smell the pineapple and it doesn't smell like that fake metallic pineapple in a can. And all of my base recipes, I include some type of clay. I have kaolin clay in this one and also goat's milk powder. And I believe there's some colloidal oatmeal in this one. But I am phasing out the oatmeal because I find it's just too expensive. The colloidal oatmeal is really expensive, and if I'm grinding my own oatmeal, even with a coffee grinder, it just doesn't get smooth enough, and it's still, you can feel the exfoliating texture of the oatmeal in the bar of soap. So I've decided to only use oatmeal in bars that are already going to be scrubby, like my coffee scrubby soap or my Gritty Gardener, which has pumice in it. And I just added my lye water, and we're just gonna finish blending this up to a light trace, and then we'll split it off for our color. Dump in the fragrance oil. One good tip about fragrance oil is get it ready and put it inside your mold so that you can't forget it, because I have on at least 2 different occasions ruined my design because I forgot my fragrance oil. And it just makes you so sad when you have an absolutely beautiful bar of soap. I have one called the Green Hill Mines, and it is just jet black charcoal soap, and it has a little bit of glitter on top and a little bit of black salt, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And it was supposed to have tea tree oil in it, and it has nothing. So it's a beautiful bar of soap, and it has no fragrance. The whole drawing point was it having charcoal and tea tree, and it has no tea tree. Alright, so I got my soap batter blended into my mica. We're just gonna finish buzzing the main white batter here, and then we'll get it into the mold. So right now, this past week, the past 2 weeks, I've had 3 wholesale orders all come up at the same time. And if you've watched my videos at all, you know that I'm also an accountant by day, and I work in public practice, so it is tax season right now. And I'm juggling working overtime with making tons of soap and packaging soap and labeling soap so that I can get wholesale orders out. I should have known better than to release my wholesale before May 1st or even before, June 1st. I should have known that things would get busy quickly. I just didn't realize how quickly I would find wholesale customers. but it's been great. I have 3 wholesale customers. One is a repeat customer, and the other 2 just, one has not gotten their order yet. They will get it in the next couple of weeks, and the other wholesale order I actually dropped off this past week. I had someone ask me on TikTok today about how I went about finding wholesale customers, and actually social media has been amazing for me. I had one wholesale customer find me on TikTok. I've had one wholesale customer find me on Facebook, and actually the very first wholesale customer that I had, she was in a plant group and she asked a question looking for something, and I sent her a private message and I was like, hey, I don't know if you're interested, but I'm local and I make soap. And she was like, yes. She said, I would love to buy soap for my shop. It's one thing that always sells really well in plant stores. So 2 out of 3 of my first wholesale customers are both plant stores, which I thought was great. Which has all of a sudden made the Gritty Gardener my top seller by a wide margin. Alright, so if you've been watching closely, there will not be a test, but I got my color in and I did a little swirl with the chopstick, which is just easy peasy. My chopsticks are stainless steel and I bought them on Amazon for anyone who is interested. I'm sure you can find them on there quite cheaply. And same with these little pitchers. They also came from Amazon. I actually, last week bought 12 more and they were $30 Canadian on Amazon for anyone who's looking, any Canadians out there. Because I thought that was a great price. Alright, so as usual, we're going to texture the top and probably mess around with it for entirely too long. The one thing I like about this fragrance is it accelerates a little bit, but I wouldn't call it acceleration. It's just enough to be really workable and do the top without having to wait around for too long. So as long as you don't overblend, you're really going to like working with this fragrance. It's really easy to work with. It's really easy to get your top textured without having to wait too long. And here it's obvious that I have no idea what I'm doing. But in the end, I actually really like this. And now that I'm watching this video, I'm thinking, the soap that I made last night, I did not do this, and I should have, because this is very pretty. Maybe I need to go back and review old pictures and videos when I'm getting ready to restock a soap. Although I do kind of like how every batch is a little bit different. Let's get the edges cleaned up. Who else is the kind of soaper that just cannot stand mess? Like if I get 1 drop of soap on the counter, I have to wipe it up. If I get a little bit of soap on the edge, I have to wipe it up. I can't take it. I can't stand it. Alright, so here's my glitter. This is called Mystic Moon, I think, and it's from the UK. And it is a plant-based biodegradable eco glitter. And it's nice and chunky, and it's just so pretty. It's so gorgeous. And the package that I bought, I think it cost me about $50 Canadian with the taxes. And it came with, let me look over there. I think I have 8 different colors, 8 little tubs like this. And honestly, it's going to last a long time. Because you really don't need very much. And give it a little shot of some more eco glitter. I didn't hold it to the camera, so I can't remember which one it was, if it's the holographic silver glitter or if it's the white diamonds mica. There we go. White diamonds mica. It's really pretty. It gives such a nice glisten to the top of soap. Alright, and here we are, a nice up-close visual of the top of the soap. Isn't she beautiful? This is one of my favorites. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And now, just with the magic of cinema, it is the next day. We have unmolded it and we're ready to cut. And I like to cut the soap on the side most of the time, just so that I don't drag anything that might be on top through the bar of soap and make drag marks. which are completely cosmetic. I mean, it's a drag mark, it's no big deal. Once you package the soap and throw a label on it, no one's even going to see the drag mark until they open up the bar of soap. And honestly, does anybody care? I'm not sure that anybody cares except for us. Now you can see in there, look how gorgeous that swirl in that color is. That green is such a pretty blue green. And right now I do have 20 more bars of this on the curing rack. So it will be available again in about 4 to 6 weeks. Unless my wholesalers snap it all up, which is entirely possible. And then I might have to bump up my production and start making 48 bars of this at a time. It's been very exciting with how quickly I've been able to scale up a couple of my different bars. Cathedral Grove Mists and the Gritty Gardener are by far my best sellers. And I do have 2 molds that I bought on Etsy that make 48 bars. And it just makes life so much easier. And it really takes no more time at all to make 48 bars than it does to make 10 bars. So I just would like to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the likes and the subscribes. Just this week we have hit 300 subscribers and now have the community tab available to us, so you will see me posting there photographs and polls and questions, and feel free to interact and leave me messages and let me know what you would like to see, because if you tell me what you're looking for and the kinds of things you want to learn about, I will definitely get on making videos in between tax season and product development and making product and shipping product. But again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate every one of you, and I really do appreciate everyone who's liked